Good morning, YouTube. Beautiful, cold winter's morning on the Gold Coast. Getting outside for probably going to be 16 kilometers. So that's about 10 miles. So just easy pace. Volume has jumped through the roof lately. Where last week we hit 134 kilometers, which is about 85 miles, and that's just not easy running. A few really big sessions in there, which we'll go through later on in the video, and how good is this? Literally the best conditions you could possibly ask for running. Sun hasn't even come up yet. Alright, we're about halfway, just about to hit 40 minutes, so I'm going to turn back, but man, this weather is just perfect. After the rainiest summer ever, it's just ideal for running. That is the run complete, 16 kilometers, average heart rate was 143, so we're feeling really fit at the moment. Like I said, perfect conditions this morning, so heart rate stayed low, legs were ticking over fine, so yeah, it's looking like another really good week this week for running. I think we have a really big marathon workout on Sunday, so I think it's like 90 minutes warm up and then, or 90 minutes at like a moderate pace and then 40 minutes at marathon pace. And then like 2 by 5 minutes, even quicker than marathon pace. So that is going to be a big workout. But one other thing I wanted to quickly chat about is about like fueling and fueling before you run. Now, I like to have something before every single run. I know like some people prefer not to. They like to run fasted. But the thing is with running fasted is there comes a point in your run where glycogen stores in your muscles are just completely gone. Now, if you haven't topped those stores up before the run, then they're just going to run out way quicker. So you might be able to get through your easy runs and all that. Like, yeah, you might be able to get through most of your runs, but are you optimizing your training? Are you getting the most out of your training? And come race day, are you going to be able to run at a threshold or tempo pace for over an hour, or even for a marathon like 2 hours, while just relying on the food that you had the night before? So yeah, you might feel better running fasted, especially when you first start out running, but you're just not going to last in the sport, and you're just not going to take your training and your race times to the next level. You're pretty much just leaving so much on the table when you choose to train fasted. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Well, there's kind of evidence there anyway that like, yeah, you should be trying to fuel if you can. And look, yeah, you just have to experiment with it, find out what food works well for you, what sits in your stomach okay. Like this morning I had G1M Sport, I had a coffee and I had 2 pieces of sourdough with Vegemite. Now some people might think that's over the top, but I just went through that whole run completely fine. That was like nearly an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, try experimenting with your fueling, try get it dialed in, find out what works well for you, and then you'll get the most out of your training. But I'm gonna go home and refuel now, and then we'll jump in the ice bath. ice bath is currently at 5 to 6 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'm going to do 3 to 4 minutes. I try to do this as much as I can, get in the ice bath. It's obviously great for recovery, especially like straight after a run. It doesn't just completely like fix soreness or anything, but definitely speeds up recovery. And I like to do ice bath and then I'll jump in the compression boots straight after. But yeah, this has been helping massively with just speeding up the recovery, especially with the training load at the moment. So it's a little bit tough to get into. Like, I still, no matter how many times I do it, I still don't really like going in here, but I just know that there's just so many benefits. So 3 to 4 minutes, let's go. Oh, it's cold. Oh. Alright, and you got to get all the way in. Like, I see people just jumping in with just their legs in. I can, like, obviously that's still going to be beneficial, but ideally you want to get the full body in, because yeah, you want your full body just freezing. So I'm going to sit here in a minute and then we'll jump out. We're nearly done, nearly hit, I think the timer was at a minute when I jumped in, so just hit 4 minutes, which is about 3 minutes obviously in the ice bath, but I've actually got a sauna on the way, so starting to shiver now. That would be great once I have the sauna. It's literally I'm gonna set it up opposite the ice bath, and then it'll be like the best hot and cold therapy. But coming up to probably 4 minutes in here, so yeah, like I said, it starts to get cold. Gonna jump up, jump out straight in a hot shower, and then we'll go through all these running shoes that you guys have been wanting. So one of probably the most asked questions I ever get on Instagram and on YouTube is what running shoes I recommend. Now, I've got a pretty wide variety of running shoes. I don't have every single pair that's out at the moment, but I've got a decent amount, so I can give a little bit of feedback on the ones that I do have, and then the ones that I don't have, I just wouldn't have a clue. So what we're going to do is start from the easy trainers, like the Easy Day running shoes that I've got, like the non-carbon plated stuff. We'll go through those first, and then we'll go through all the race day and carbon plated options that I've got, because I've got a fair few of those. So let's start off with Asics Super Blast. Now this is like a kind of like a super trainer, and it's been out for like well over a year now, I think. They're just about to release the Super Blast 2. This is one of my favorite pairs of shoes ever. They're literally like, feel like they're indestructible. They never get any kind of wear on them, apart from the bottom. As you can see, no holes or anything. They just hold up so good. And I think that might just be Asics in general, just like built way better quality compared to some of the Nike stuff. But Asics Super Blast, if you can get your hands on the Super Blast 2, that's going to come out soon, because these are all sold out, so hard to find. Definitely get a pair of the Super Blast 2. I know I am. They are more expensive, but you'll get so much life out of them. Like, these have done like probably well over 2,000 kilometers, and they're still like, I can still wear these. So Asics Super Blast, another option for an easy day trainer, but I think these do have a carbon plate in them. This is the Hoka Mac X. I only just got these. I don't actually like them that much at all. They're a size 10. I get a lot of heel slip in them, so I have to tie them up really tight, which I don't like. I like a shoe that pretty much fits like a glove. Like the Super Blast is really light and comfortable. These just feel like not as comfortable. The lacing system's not as good. Average kind of shoe. I still wear them, but they're not the best. A shoe that I have been wearing heaps and I absolutely love, and if you were to go buy a daily trainer, this is probably one of the first ones I would recommend. Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s. Now, I had the second version of these, I think, and I didn't really like them. They were pretty narrow, felt like really unstable. These are super comfortable, super stable on the ground, and pretty light as well. You could, like, if you just wanted one pair of shoes that you could wear for absolutely everything, I reckon these are a pretty good option. Same with this Super Blast. Like, these two, like, probably
my favorite go-to like easy day running shoes, and definitely can wear these for long runs and picking up the pace and stuff as well. If you were going to a carbon plated option of that shoe, I think this is a great option, especially if you want a shoe that still feels like a regular kind of shoe, but it's just more lightweight and responsive. And these are so fun to wear. I wouldn't race in these because I've got other better options for racing, but I've been wearing these for long runs, workouts, and yeah, absolutely love them. They're super comfortable as well. And these are the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4, so just pretty much a upgraded version of the Speed 4. Now, if you're keeping with the Saucony line and you want to go a step up from that, one of my favorite pairs of shoes ever. I actually haven't worn these that much because if you got a few options, you tend to leave the best options for races and stuff, and that's what I've kind of done. So I've worn these for a 10k race. I PR'd in these. These are the Saucony Endorphin Elites. Super lightweight, fit amazing. They just feel so good on feet. They feel like they've got a good amount of cushion as well. They don't feel super firm, and really good lockdown. Just overall a great shoe. So if you want something top of the range, Saucony Endorphin Elite, these are really good. So definitely worth the money. Now, moving across, we can go to these options by Asics. I wore these for one workout, and I've gotten a couple videos and content with them as well. But one workout which I did on Tuesday, these I loved. I probably won't race in these. I think I might wear them for Sydney Marathon because Asics did send them out for Sydney Marathon. So I think I might wear them for that, but I'm not going to wear them for Gold Coast, but just because they're probably a little bit too firm. But for workouts, I will be wearing these heaps. Like for your faster stuff, like we did some 3-minute reps and some 1-minute reps on Tuesday, and these were so good, like super lightweight. But there is obviously so these are the Metaspeed Sky Plus. There is the Metaspeed Sky Paris now from Asics, and they're just a level up from these. So I'll be pretty keen to get my hands on those because I love Asics, and Asics just seem to be such good quality. They just seem to last for ages. Now, the last 3 pairs of shoes that I got are all Nike. Now, Nike are probably the most popular pair of race day shoes there is, and you've probably seen these heaps before. These are the Alpha Flight version 2. There's obviously the version 3 out, which I will be buying, but I don't think I want to buy the green version that's out at the moment. So I got these like a long time ago. I don't wear them that often, but I don't mind them. The only thing I can't run for over 15 to 20 kilometers in these, as like a few other people do as well, I get bad arch blisters. So I actually wear these on the track because I think the added extra cushion and stack height help me like reduce getting pain on the track, because when I wear the Vaporflies and like a firmer shoe on the track, my calves end up getting really sore. So I've found that these reduce that kind of injury there. So I wear those on the track, but that's it. Probably wear the Alpha Fly 2s for workouts occasionally, but not the biggest fan. A lot of people weren't the biggest fan of those shoes. So yeah, if you're looking at options nowadays for race day shoes, I probably wouldn't go with those. Popular shoe, and one that I loved when I first got it, but I don't actually like it much anymore, is the Vaporfly 3. Still very popular, one of the best shoes you can buy, but one thing I will say, I feel like I got a fair bit of heel slip and my foot was moving around a lot in these, and the only way to avoid that was to pull them really tight. And I wore these for a 30-kilometer race recently because they are pretty fresh still, and I had bad pain afterwards on top of my foot from tying them down too much. But yeah, really firm. I just think there's some better options around now, but if you want a like really firm and snappy kind of shoe, these are probably similar to those Asics. But yeah, I probably wouldn't go with those. I think out of all my options I have here for race day, if I was to go out and buy a pair now, it'd be the Alpha Flight 3s, which I haven't even tried yet, but I've heard they're really good. Or it would be the Metaspeed Sky Paris, or it would be the Endorphin Elites from Saucony. But the shoe that I may be wearing for the Gold Coast, which I haven't shown you guys yet, option 1, Endorphin Elite. I still might wear those, but a shoe that I have in pretty good condition is the good old Alpha Fly 1s. You obviously can't get these anymore, but a lot of people still like these shoes, and if you have a look, they're in pretty good condition still. They still feel really nice, and I wore them at the start of this training block for a few sessions and a pretty big like marathon session, a 3x5k, and I felt absolutely amazing in these. So what I've been doing, I've pretty much left them just collecting dust at the moment because I don't want to put too much wear on these, but I still think these might be the shoes that I wear for the Gold Coast Marathon, just because, yeah, I feel great in them. They got a good amount of cushion. They seem to be really giving. Like at the end of a marathon, you want something that's still giving you something. And the last few marathons I've done, I've run in Vaporflies, and obviously they're a pretty firm shoe, whereas these are more of a marathon made shoe. So this might be my option. So Gold Coast Marathon, one of these two I'm thinking, unless I can get my hands on the Alpha Fly 3s. But hope you guys enjoyed the little insight into my shoes. I haven't got any more recommendations because I haven't tried any others. These are the main ones that I've got at the moment, but we're gonna head to gym in a minute, so gonna go have something to eat and then we'll head off. As you guys know, I'm hitting 3 weight sessions per week at the moment. I'm doing push-pull legs. Today's Thursday, so with my training kind of structure, Thursday is usually 16 kilometers easy, and then we go for a pull session at gym. So we'll be doing some back, some biceps, and rear delts. So I'm about to head off. I just had another meal, so white rice and just some like beef mince, or ground beef as you guys in America refer to it, and a little bit of maple syrup on there as well. So just keeping it really basic, but that's pretty much digested now. So we're going to have a scoop of Flight with some water, probably some creatine as well, and then yeah, should be good to go. So I'll see you guys at gym. Alright guys, that is the pull workout done. Hope you enjoyed that one. Really trying to get a little bit creative with the angles, with the video content. I've been playing around with the settings. I think I've found like a good setting for filming in that gym in particular. So probably keep trying to use that. I reckon it looks cool. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. But yeah, gonna go home now, cook up something to eat, and then we'll go over this full week of marathon prep. All right,
post-workout meal. We've got 3 huge pasture-raised eggs, and then we've got some salt and pepper, avocado, butter on 2 pieces of sourdough toast, all from the markets. The best. Okay guys, just before we go through this full week of training, I think I spoke last time to you guys that I was pretty much working around the clock to get a heap of new like race plans made up for my app. They're all finished now, so I'm going to leave a list pretty much over here, and you can also go on the website. The link will be down in the description of the video, but a heap of new plans. So pretty much whatever race you're doing and whatever time goal you have for that race, I'll be able to sort you guys out for it and give you pace targets, give you absolutely everything you need with the strength training as well to accomplish that goal of whatever it is, from 60-minute 10K all the way down to 40-minute 10K and sub 3-hour marathon, absolutely everything. So if you are keen to give it a shot, there's also a sale running at the moment. So 30% off the quarterly membership, super low price, jump on it. And yeah, like I said, I'll leave all the details down in the description. But let's go through this full week of marathon training. Okay, full week of marathon training from last week. 134 kilometers total, which is just over 85 miles. So the most volume I've ever done in a full week of training. And my body's actually feeling really good. Like, the fitness that I've gained over, say, the last 10 weeks has been insane. Like, I never thought my body would be able to deal with this much volume and be able to come back so strong. Especially, I had like a bit of Achilles tendonitis at the start of this prep, which I've had for like a year. And somehow, with going up with all this volume, I've actually, like, that's gone now. So I currently don't have any niggles or anything. I'm pretty much doing a huge long run on Sunday and then feeling fresh, ready to go again Monday, which is crazy. It's just crazy what the human body can do, especially if you do the right things with recovery, with food, just doing all the right things. It's just crazy what your body is capable of. But I haven't just done this overnight. I've been running for maybe 5 years now. It has been on and off, but probably the last 2 or 3 years has been really consistent. So yeah, if you expect to just jump up into this kind of volume in the first year of running, I don't think you should try it at all. But I'm more than happy to go through my training at the moment so some of you guys can see where you can take yourself if you put the work in and get there. So let's go through the week that was. Monday, had a 13 kilometer easy run. I think I ran this one solo, I think. And then I just did a push session at gym. Tuesday, 8 by 1200 meter track session. I did this one with Dave the runner on YouTube. And this was a killer session. We had to actually shoot some stuff with a mate, but did a 5K warm up and then 8 by 1200 meters. So 3 laps of the track with a 90-second walking rep. We did all of these reps in between 320 and 326 minutes per kilometer pace, which is 522 to 531 minutes per mile pace. So we were cooking that morning and it was a fun session. It was tough, but it was fun. But thanks for Dave for joining me on that one. We went that same day, lower body strength session. I always usually do that. I hit my strength session on the same day as my speed session at the start of the week to give my legs more time to recover for Friday's tempo session and Sunday's long run. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday was 19 kilometers easy. So I've kind of been doing like a midweek long run. So a little bit longer than usual, 19 kilometers easy. Thursday was 14 kilometers easy and then a pool session at gym. So that was my 3 workouts for the week done. Friday it was like a 3 kilometer warm up, I think, or 15 minutes into 60 minutes at marathon pace. So me and my mate Marty, I was there with the whole running group, but Marty stuck with me the whole way, which was really good. And we ran that 60-minute tempo at 356 minutes per kilometer pace,
which is 6:20 minutes per mile pace, and really good confidence booster, solid session. It was tough, but yeah, it was just a good session. We got through it. It wasn't like complete agony, and it felt good. Saturday, 13 kilometers easy run, and then it was Sunday, a big 2 hour 45 moderate pace long run, which ended up 38 kilometers. So that brought the total to 134 and 85 miles if you work in miles. 7 runs total, 3 gym sessions for the week. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed a little insight there into the training at the moment, where, like I think I said earlier, about just over 3 weeks out. So it's probably going to be another big, like, we're going to finish off this week pretty big as well, probably up around 120 kilometers again. And then following week will be a pretty big week again. And then we're into taper period, 2 weeks. It's obviously probably going to still be pretty intense big weeks, but it won't be anything like 130 plus kilometers. So that's a little insight in the training. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. YouTube's going well. You guys loving the videos. I appreciate it. I'll catch you later.